Hey guys, this is not financial advice, it's my personal opinion. So, we saw the run up in Litecoin, and I made cashed out a little bit of Litecoin on that. Didn't have very much, but it was quite nice to get a higher price than I bought it for, in Bitcoin terms. You can see that Ripple moved up a lot today, and I think Ripple might be suffering from stellar lumens and the lack of luster of adoption of banks. The banks don't seem to be as ready as the stock market to put their seal of approval behind cryptocurrency yet. So I think Ripple's suffering because the banks haven't been coming forward and adopting it. I also hate Ripple because it's a centralized nonsense, and basically the guy that started it owns an awful lot of Ripple. That's just you can sell off at any time. Although he said recently he put it into a smart or into a delegated wallet so everyone can see where it is and stuff, and that it's not being used to just sell off when he wants to. IOTA, see my other videos, I think that's a scam. Dash already had a big run up when we saw the Bitcoin Cash scare. Dash went up a lot then, so it's already gone up a bit too much to run up more. NEM I think is going to suffer from EOS and Cardano, it can't really compete with them in my opinion. Monero might see some movement. EOS is the one, Cardano are the two that I promote a lot in terms of coins I'm holding. And then I think we'll move into the mid caps, and my favourite mid cap is our Salt. I think it's going to hopefully get that platform release in January, hopefully December, and that's going to run up. But the one I think is really oversold right now is Block. So I think it's way down the bottom now. But Block is, you can see my other videos on Block. It's a decentralized exchange, which is the only truly trustless exchange. Where is it? Can't find Block. Anyway, it's here. I've got it up here. And it's selling for dollar valuation that it's really been at for the last 3 months. And if you look at the Bitcoin valuation, it's just completely come down, and it's not reasonable. It's not a reasonable valuation because we had the release of a demonstration of the user interface is going to be released, and it spiked the price up to 40,000 very recently, and it's since come back to a quarter of that valuation, even though it's clear that the platform is going to release pretty soon. If you see my other videos, you can see why I think that. So I really think that Blocknet and maybe Nexus as well. Where's Nexus? I think Nexus might be a run up as well. It's starting to. The reason I put quite a lot of extra money into Blocknet today because I think it's going to spike. But Nexus was starting to run up, and it's been getting a few spikes recently, like some interest. And I think it could see a run up to sort of the 20, 30, maybe 35,000 range. And I'm planning to get out of Nexus around about 30,000. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can get a doubling in the Nexus Bitcoin valuation, and I'm going to get out. But if Blocknet hasn't rallied by that point, I'm going to be putting the money into Blocknet because this platform release is definitely going to spike the price back up to at least 30, if not 50, 60,000 Satoshi. Sorry, 100,000. If not 300,000, then up to 400,000 or 500,000 Satoshis. And then I think once that, if I get my way on that with Blocknet, which I may not, and then I might just continue to hold Blocknet until it does go up, then I might be looking at Solaris. Solaris is interesting in that it's got a lot more development than its valuation is suggesting. It's got full zero coin implementation coming in 5 days or something, and then it's got master nodes and good development team. I just think that it has to go through the large caps and then the mid caps and then the small caps. So when Bitcoin takes a rocket ride and then levels off, then we start seeing the large market caps come up, and then we see the medium and then the smaller market caps. I think this could be in line for a pump if Bitcoin continues to stay stable. But I won't be putting a lot into it. I'll be probably keeping my money up. If I get a return on Block, I'll be keeping my money in Bitcoin. and probably looking to buy EOS over the next month if we can get it cheaper than 20,000 Satoshi, which I think we'll get. With the next spike in Bitcoin, you're going to get EOS really cheap. So yeah, if we look at the valuation, there's I think there's going to be some resistance at going to the 40,000-50,000 Satoshi mark for EOS, and that's going to be the level which is like $10 if Bitcoin takes a little bit more up. So I think that EOS is due. They're running off hype, and Brock Pierce, who I don't like very much because I think he's a bit suspect, is going to hype it. He's going to say we've got all these billionaires and the platforms, this and that. But I think that the coin supply and the large run up that it's seen from 8,000 Satoshis way up to 40. Yeah, we can get up to 50 or 60 and we can get a $10 valuation. Getting past the $10 valuation for EOS at the moment, that's a $10 billion market cap for a coin that isn't even released. If you look at the billion EOS tokens that are around, I think it's pushing it. However, maybe it could be. I think it's worth that myself. I just don't know if the market's ready to give that sort of credit to Dan Larimer when the market's been selling off Steam and it's been selling off BitShares. It's also it looks like I think that maybe the Cardano team were behind some of the nonsense with BitShares to discredit Dan Larimer. Hoskinson is known for getting fired and and doing some backhand deals apparently. You don't know who to believe, but there's been enough people saying that over the years that it's reasonable to assume that Hoskinson is doing some funny shenanigans. So we'll see, but I think that $10 valuation is going to push it for EOS, and if it goes up to 40,000-50,000 Satoshis and Bitcoin rallies, I think it has to pull back to the 25,000 Satoshi mark, and that's, I'm trying to pick it up 22,000 maybe. I don't think it'll go much below 20 before launch. I think 8,000 was the low, but 50,000, I think it's pushing it. Anyway, Blocknet is a steal right now, in my opinion. And again, it's not financial advice. I'm a flat earther, so you don't want to listen to me. I don't know anything. I'm a crazy, stupid person who thinks the earth is flat. So don't listen to a word I say. Thanks for your time and have a nice day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.